Another thing that we can
Hi there, guys. I'm Bruce. A lot of you know me. Welcome to another episode of the Acadle LMS Show. Say hello, Nazim. How you doing today?
Hey, hi everyone. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you, bros?
Excellent. I start off this morning with a couple of meetings, so already being productive. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Looks like we caught you. Looks like on the way heading home, you're in the dark there.
Yeah. It's inside the car. I was driving. I was like driving to reach home on time, but I'm late. Sorry about that. I think still it's okay. I hope. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll do it better.
You know what? I have to say, I appreciate that you pull over on the side of the road. Some people actually do live streams when they're driving. That's a no-no. So I appreciate that. And then some people say, oh, you know what? I'm not going to make it in time, and they end up canceling. No, you pulled over to the side of the road so we can continue. I have to say, I appreciate that as well.
Thank you. Wonderful.
All right. So, hey there. We got Jeheen. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Hey,
Hello, y'all. So whoever this is, I'd like to give you a shout out, but I can only call you Facebook user because you have not given StreamYard permissions. So please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and that way I'll see your mug and I'll see your name. Jeheen, near the end of the deal. Yeah. We'll talk about that. We're getting close. Yes, absolutely.
We're getting very, very close. I think it's a couple of hours left. And this is. I mean, I should really appreciate this users that who already joined us. Being a launch LTD, the number of feedbacks we got, the amount of support we got. I think we did not push it a lot, but we still did the push. But I was saying that the people that who already got onboarded, we're so happy you are with us now, you're part of our family. And we'll make sure to keep the word, and we'll make sure to keep the platform getting better every day. And there are lots of feedbacks that we received from our beloved friends. I think I met a lot of friends, Bruce. I think that's the best part of the state. I met a lot of very, very good friends. I'm so thankful to them and look forward to take a break, go back, implement those feedbacks, couple of features that I that was like promised on the LTD page. I wanted to go back and finish it with my team. So that's the reason we're ending it soon. Maybe we may have a flash sales, but right now we are ending officially like the private launch for now. But we'll come back to you with everything that we promised you as part of the product feature. So yeah, so that's something that we are looking for, and that is the main reason why we are kind of taking a break from this LTD now. And one promise is, like I've already communicated to multiple users, those who bought at least a single code, can still buy more codes for another month more, because that's a promise I made to them, saying that, hey, I'll try to cover as many features as possible by then. And another more important part is that even if I launch multiple decent feature, you guys will be the best value. You guys will be getting the best value compared to any other deals that we're going to have it in future. So yeah, so with that, I think these are the few things which I wanted to start with on this episode, and with a special thanks to each and everyone who supported, who gave us ideas, and our partners, who referred our deal to their friends and group, and I should thank them. That's a very good help, and I should definitely not forget them. So a lot of, I don't really want to spell out the names, because there are a lot of people who came and supported, gave us ideas, feedbacks, etc. So Yeah, Jeheen. So we're stopping. We are like kind of putting a pause to our launch LTD now. Let's see. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you very much for that quick breakdown, but we do have some announcements, and so let's go ahead and jump right in and get to it. Okay, so yes, let's go ahead and Andrew, Jeheen. Oh, you're watching Jeheen's comments. Okay, got it. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the recent updates that have happened in the past week and a half or so.
Absolutely. So, so one most important feature that was coming as part of our, I think, no, Jeheen, your camera is not on. I'm seeing.
I'll put it on the link below. Yeah, I'll put it on so people can join us.
Sure. So we have something called announcement. Let me quickly show you that. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up. There it is. Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So so this is something that we launched as a new feature. So for example, if you have so you're running an academy and if you want to announce maybe about a new course that is coming, or let's say that you can you actually have a free trial sort of systems and you want to upsell something about your premium courses, or there is something that you're doing something new, or you have a new course which is coming up. So if you want to publish those announcements to the audience, you can use this announcement feature. I'll quickly show you how does it work. This is sample academy. So let me log out from this user.
Sure.
And I'm logging in as an admin to the same academy. So I have the same thing on my top. So adding a new. Sorry for the spelling mistakes. I'm just trying a demo here.
Andrew, we're getting into that. We're getting into that right now. Andrew's asking what's the announcement.
Yeah, so and I can publish it. And you can see this. I log out. Log in as a normal user, and if I come here, I'll be able to see the announcements here. So this is going to be powerful in a couple of other updates. So what are we going to do is you will have drip announcements where, for example, you can have conditions like this announcement can be viewed only for a particular group. You can have conditions like, this can be only viewed for a user who has completed a particular course, or it can be like for a user who has, let's say, registered before 5 days, 10 days. So we will give you extra features and options where you can manage this announcements, how this announcement is going to be displayed for your users. So this is the first launch, and we'll be keep on working on this to improvise with new interesting features. It is like pretty simple. You see it on the top, and you click and you read it. We'll also give you more options to maybe rate an announcement or give responses to an announcement, etc., etc. So we have a lot to do in this very small feature, but it's very powerful. So this is the best way that you want to do a broadcast to your team members. This is number one. Number two is that we already have Acadle published on Integrately. Thank you so much. Thanks for the team who was very supportive in getting Acadle on Integrately. So you can now start having integrations if you're already a customer of Integrately. And we had a lot of updates, like we had a couple of feedbacks, like minor feature updates and all that. Then we started working on our live streaming. So currently we are on live streaming, and we are working to maybe publish it by next week. So that's something that we are currently on. So once we have live streaming, you will be able to use our own live streaming option. And there are some UX things also coming as part of the live streaming where you can, so the Ender window goes to focus only on the live stream. And we'll also be giving some extra features where you can start getting comments or questions while doing the live stream, etc., etc. So yeah, so of course there are things coming too, and this is something that we wanted to share on this call today. Sorry, on this episode today.
Appreciate that. So a lot of things that people had been asking for, like certifications, everything from, like, let's say, live streaming, both third party and native, things like announcements. Well, announcements to me just make sense, right? That's really helpful. But things like the upcoming things such as live streaming, I know that's going to come in a matter of time. So just want to say, first, number one, we appreciate all of you who purchased ahead of time, before some of those features have rolled out. Number two, you could see that we're going to be consistent with updates, things that, let's say, you had bug fixes, like he mentioned, there were some UI tweaks that are going to be coming. We're going to do this consistently, whether it's 5 minutes or whether it's half hour. We're here to help get feedback from you guys. So whatever you guys are involved with on the stream that you have interest that you want to let us know, please provide us a feedback during the live stream too. That's why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Almost like a town hall, we want you to tell us what do you like, what do you not like, what would you like us to tweak and fix, etc., etc.
Yeah, and I would like to spend some more time. Um, okay, so yeah, it looks like a Beamer, but we're not trying to replace the Beamer tool completely. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make it. Uh, Sorry, there's a okay. We're trying to make it as part of the system where you will have the flexibility of customizing, enabling workflows, doing targeting in a better way within the academy based on your own interest. So that is the main reason why we are putting all this. Or we are. I mean, when people may ask me why are you trying to reinvent the wheel, but we're not trying to reinvent the wheel again. We're trying to help you. Make more better targeting and do the broadcast by targeting in a better way. This looks like absolutely. This looks like the Beamer. Uh, I also use Beamer in my other products, so yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, right? I think that just makes sense. Let's say you hit a certain milestone. We had 100 students. Let's say that a certain class is going to be deprecated, right? In other words, it's an end of
Absolutely.
life class. Let's say that you have a new school season that's starting up, right? That's a perfect reason why you would have those announcements. I love that feature. Now, if we wanted to say have it be expanded with push notifications or emails, do you see that happening in the future?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And what is very important, I'll tell you. So let's say if I'm running an academy, um, we have something called guest access, which is coming soon. And you can also actually have a free trial within the academy. So you can create one group called free trial. So when somebody registers, they can get automatically added to this group called free trial. And maybe after 2 days or 3 days, automatically a broadcast can come talking about their premium features. So what comes under the premium? What are the extra benefits under the premium? And this can also go as an email, absolutely, like what Bruce mentioned. So we can get this collaborated with multiple platforms. And like I said, what our intention is to make sure that, having more flexibility in targeting the right student based on their activities, based on their engagements, based on what they have completed, etc., etc. That makes more sense. So, I mean, if I try to take my previous words as well, we're trying to be more real time. So, if the instructions can go in real time based on my activities with the academy, that'll be interesting. So, we can very much have those kind of features as well.
Guys, just want to let you know down there below, you'll see that I put up the screen and we'll address some of the questions here. Right there on the bottom, you'll see the URL. We are ending the LTD. It's going to be ending at midnight tonight, so just want to let you know right down there, okay? Moving on to the next one. That's perfect. So now we can do live classes. Yes, Jeheen, but I
Yep.
want to understand your definition of live because it could be subjective. Some people associate live classes to live video. Some people associate live classes to when a class goes live, like an announcement saying, hey, yes, this is starting today. It's officially launched. A new class is launched, etc., etc. So I love the feedback. Let us know if you want to come on camera and tell us what do you mean by live because your use case may apply to the other people watching. So thank you for that. Mohammad Barham says, "Hello, cattle team. Looks like the deal is close to end now." That is true. That is true. We've been going on for a few weeks, and we got to let Nizam take a nap, go to sleep eventually. Are you okay? You're looking a little tired there, though. I hope you can rest after this weekend. That
Yeah, your voice is very less, Bruce. I think something happened.
Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
it
Can
kind of.
Can you hear me better now?
It was actually better. All of a sudden started going low. I'm not really sure.
Got it. Maybe it's my microphone. Sorry about that, guys. Okay,
That's
let's.
okay. I mean, I can still hear no problem. I think, yeah, Barhan. So I mean, like I said, we were running a launch LTD, and to be very frank, I wasn't expecting the result that we got right now. It's so good. Uh, and we had to put a pause. I mean, my intention was, okay, this will go slow. People will come, people will register, start asking me questions. I'll put that into my pipeline if that thing seems, I mean, if the idea seems to be interesting. But things went faster. And now that I have to take a break and give time to my developers to do it better, I don't want to do everything in rush and, get the platform down. So I need to make sure that these things are getting fine, and whatever feedback that I've received, at least something is taken back and implemented back to the system. So yeah, we may come, may not come. We may come up with a, uh deal better, but we'll make sure that whoever already purchased from us will get always a better credit than any deal which is going to come in future. Um, but now, yes, we have to put a pause to our current LTD now.
And this answers his follow-up question. I heard you were talking about a new feature coming out soon, and they were really powerful, and no one should ignore this incredible deal. That's true. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I did want to point out something briefly. Normally, when you see lifetime deals that come out, they're usually based around one university. Um, can you hear me a little bit better now?
No.
No, let me switch my. Thank you. Let me switch my audio real quick. I'm going to use the camera here.
Testing better.
Yeah, super,
All right.
super. Yeah, this is,
Cool.
yeah.
So I'm using the web camera mic. So the reason why I want to mention that is because normally you find LTDs that usually go on sale for one university and they're not white label. Then that's important. And sometimes they don't even have video or gamification coming out, right? So the reason why I mention that is because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, I wasn't sure, or I didn't understand the deal." Well, you have 7 when you go ahead and you jump on as an agency platform, and then you have a lot of micro sub accounts as well that can be used for smaller micro universities because not all professors need or teachers need thousands and thousands of students. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's white label, and you have multiple universities, not just one. Anyways, okay.
I want
Jumping
to
in.
spend some
Sure, go ahead.
speaking about the agency. Yeah, I was getting a lot of questions on what is agency and how it is going to be different. So we have something called sub accounts now. I mean, and what we made difference is that anybody can have a sub account, and from the entire code, let's say if you have 1,000 codes and you have 3 academies, you can distribute the 1,000 codes within your 3 academies. I can have 500 for one, 200 for another one, and 300 for another one. So I can basically distribute the credits. So this is one flexibility that you're getting by default. So let's say you have 10, you have 100 academies and 10,000 students, right? So you will have the flexibility, and this is more suitable for, let's say, people who are running multiple academies, so they can manage this academy in a single account, and they can start distributing the credits between individual academies. So it can be it will be good for marketing agencies or people who are having multiple customers where they manage their academies, right? And agency is going to be totally different. So agency is going to be, you are not going to have access to the agency academies. And how it is going to work is we will have a default pricing on our website, Boxer LTD. Let's say if it is $29 or $49. What you're going to get now is going to be our minimum pricing plan. So let's say if I'm going to put $29 for the first pricing plan one, the 100 user academy is nothing but that is going to be my minimum plan. But for the agencies, we'll be giving it to you for $14, or let's say $15. What you're getting right now when you're starting 10 courses is absolutely free. Everything is going to be free for lifetime. But for the new agencies who are coming on board, they will have to pay a minimum of $15 or $19 to get an academy, what you got right now, per month. And we'll also give them the option to put their own cost on top of it. And that will be available for the customers to see on the customer's dashboard. Plus, you will have your own dedicated sign up, white label, fully white label. You're not going to see Acadle anywhere. So you are literally going to run another Acadle of your own, putting your own name, brand, color, etc., etc. And there will be a pricing page. Customers can add the credit card. So it is going to be absolutely independent, accounts and so, for example, let's say if I'm going to price, so I mean it's a figure that we have in mind now. If I'm going to price $29 for an agency academy, you straight away going to get $290 worth every month. You will have to end up paying $200 for 10 academies every month. But right now, we're giving it to you as part of the 10 stack, making sure that you're getting the maximum value out of it. Even if you're running another external third party, it will not be covering agency, because agency we are going to keep it as a reserved plan for interesting folks. So that's the thing. So it is going to be completely private. You have the ownership. You will have your own sign up page. You will have your own option for customers to come and sign up for a trial. You can purchase more academy agencies, etc., etc. So this is something that I'll be documenting and publishing it soon, to everybody, to those who purchase 10 codes. So they will have
It's
a
10
better
o'clock.
clarity. Yeah. So just wanted to make sure that that is also conveyed on this call.
Makes sense. Yep, makes sense. And we have some questions coming in, so appreciate the preface and giving us the extra information on that. I do have Jeheen, who was asking us questions about regarding making it go live, so he expanded on it a little bit. And we also have another caller, Raj. Raj, we'll get to you in just a sec after this question, okay, buddy? And let me know when you're, if in the chat, if you want to go with your camera or if you just want to do audio. Okay, so Jeheen's question. So my use case would be pre-recorded courses and occasional premium live videos or guest lectures. Could they take questions like live webinars? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's part of the plan. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask something too. When it comes to, let's say, webinars or even live streams, if someone has a question, can we, or have you thought of maybe taking some of the questions that come from a chat or that come from a webinar and being able to highlight them on screen like this, which would be helpful for recordings, because then we could later share it to LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube as an upload, and then the comments will show up on screen. It'll just be helpful for engagement and people who are watching the replay.
Never thought about it. That's an interesting idea.
I mean, it works for us during this live stream, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, moving on down to the next one. Does it mean we need a minimum of a 10 stack to get agency features? Good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and also bring up the website too, if you guys don't mind, regarding the sale. So you can see, hey Sarai, thanks for joining us. Feel free to jump on camera if you want to. Alex, yes, to answer your question, I'm going to bring up the screen real quick. Let me go ahead and share that. All right, so we have user academies do start at the 10 stack here. And that's where your agency starts in. Gamification starts at the 5 stack. I hope that helps. And live streaming also starts at the 10 stack. Just so you know, the 4,800 students is something that's also shared between, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. The 4,800 students is also shared between all universities, all 7 universities, the 7 main ones that you get. When you are talking about sub-accounts specifically, or the sub-universities, each one has a maximum of 100. And that's only because not all teachers or professors will require, they just don't require hundreds or thousands of students for each micro academy. All right, well, I hope that helps answers your question. Oh, Andrew, what was the link to join? You know what? Let me go ahead and put that in the. I'll drop that down below. Give me just one sec, and you can see, Andrew, I have it on the ticker tape on the bottom. Let me go and put that up again too. There you go, and I'll add it as a comment banner. So give me just one second. There you go. So if you guys want to come join us on screen, you have that little StreamYard URL there at the bottom as well. Okay, let me go ahead and end the screen sharing here. Perfect, thank you. And Raj, Raj, your question about students, I'm going to put you on screen right now, and let's have you ask that because I know other people are going to be interested in that too. And I'm going to bring you on. Give me just one sec. There we go. Raj, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Nizam, how you doing?
Good, good. You had a question about students.
Yes, is Nizam? Sorry, I just hopped in late. Is Nizam looks like he's Is he in his private jet?
He's in his private jet right now. Yes, absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's really good. That's an upgrade.
In my third private jet, yeah.
That's the third private jet. Yes, other two are here with me. Thank you very much. I have a few questions. I think they must have been answered, but I just want to be clear. Like, how do we report bugs? Like, is there a specific place that we can report bugs if there's any kind of bugs?
Yeah, so I mean, you can see me everywhere on the website,
That's true.
in the
That's true.
intercom chat. So that's the best way so that I can reply quick and help you if it is not a bug or if it is something to do with the Chrome. I tried answering pretty much everybody when I'm not sleeping. That's the best way to report bugs so that I can quickly get it checked with my team and resolve it for you. Otherwise, you can go to acadle.free.co where you can basically report any enhancements or ideas or feedbacks. So bug reporting, I think please use Intercom. And I'm there. I think you can pretty much find me all the time.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Also, like we have a roadmap, and there's no like an ETA in the like in the roadmap. Now, do you think there's something that can we just so we all can understand that when is how soon? It doesn't have to be exact date, but like when is it going to end, or if it's going to end in certain date or week, that'll be much more easier. Because my adrenaline, like, okay, when is this update going to come up?
We already have an ETA published on our Acadle community, Facebook community. That is our main features which are part of the LTD. We will not be publishing any other LTAs or ETAs before finishing our, the core promises. Once we have that, we'll be releasing the next ETA. So for now, you should be able to find the ETA within the Acadle community.
Oh, okay, good. My final question, please, about I think a lot of clients also wants to know that students can be deleted and the space will be free.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's say you're running a campaign, you got a couple of students, and you have some free users now. And after 7 days or 10 days, you want to delete them. Just delete them. The credits will come back to you. So you don't really have to count registered users for even if they delete and all that. So you have the freedom to delete and get the credits back.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Nizam. Thank you very
Good
much. It was
questions,
a
Raj. I think those questions are
call.
actually
Love it. I'm
very
loving this
important.
platform. Yes, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Raj. Thank you
I
for the
love your
support.
logo. I love that. A cattle. If you're selling it, please do let me know first. I
Thanks,
would
bro. Thank
love
you
to
so much.
buy it. Yeah, thank you very much. Take care. Thank
Good
you,
one.
Bruce. Thank you very much.
Have a good one, Raj. Take care.
Keep
Thanks. Bye.
smiling. Yes, thank you.
All right. Gotta love Raj. Actually, we have a new caller who just came in. Let's go ahead and bring him up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this roadmap banner. By the way, guys, this is where you want to drop your new feature suggestions. And we just lost him. Caller, if you come back, we'll put you on screen. There it is. Let's see if we can get him up. Perfect. Let's go ahead and bring him up on camera. Caller, what's your name? And you have the founder of Acadle, Nizam here. What's your question, sir?
What's going on? My name is Andrew. I am the founder of Red Alliance, so thank you for having me. So I started using Acadle just the other day, and I started making a free course so other people can join, and I really love it. For those that may have missed out on hikes or something like that was on AppSumo, I feel like Acadle could be, a great alternative. So for those that are watching that are Red Alliance customers, I feel like, go ahead and buy it. I mean, dang, I'm using it myself, so I like
That's
it.
That's a
So
big
that's
endorsement. That's a big endorsement coming from you.
Andrew, you're already a celebrity,
Thank you.
and that means a lot to us. Somebody who knows you've been trying a lot of applications, SaaS tools, and all that, and this means a lot to us, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for trying the application. Thank you so much for giving us this confidence, and we'll make sure to continue building this. And please keep supporting us.
It's my pleasure, and I do want to say that it'd be awesome if you could have like a live webinar platform built in. I don't know if that's something that's coming down the road, like live
Absolutely.
streaming.
Yeah, that's
It is?
coming. Yeah, it's already
Oh my
started.
gosh!
We were testing it today as well, but seems like we need to optimize a lot of places. So I think we're targeting to finish it in the next couple of days and making it soon. That's our most important thing on our pipeline.
Oh, you're killing me here. I love it.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
let you
appreciate
guys.
it,
I'm gonna let you guys talk after this. I feel like there might be something going on, something good here. Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. We should talk soon, Andrew. We should talk.
Definitely. Hit me up. I'm looking forward to it.
Andrew,
All right.
anything else?
Thank you so
Any
much.
other question before we let you go?
I can't think of anything. Does it look like I just woke up out of bed with my hair like that?
No, you look good.
All right. I appreciate it, guys. And keep being
Yeah.
awesome. Thanks.
Talk to you soon. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So right down there we have the LTD. There was also some people having questions about JavaScript widgets. Is that done? Can it be done on a dashboard level, or can it be done on a specific course level? Or is it different, or is it one JavaScript applies to everything? And I was like, oh, that's a good question.
There's one script applies to everything. We are yet to work on we get to work on more flexibility. Say, for example, you can, similar to the group, it will soon allow you to decide what kind of contents that you want to publish there, which group content you need to publish there, etc. So but right now it's like when you embed that widget anywhere, you basically giving access to the whole content, but nobody can see unless they register for the academy.
Okay. But it's one static embed that applies to the whole experience, right? And I can see the benefits. Sometimes people would want to apply, let's say, an overlay that could be maybe like a plug and pay paywall, right? As maybe a pop-up, and it only applies to this one specific university. Or let's say it's a public university, but in order for you to access it, you have to do a lead generating wall, right? So then you have to supply your name, email address, and telephone number. That way you can go into like a CRM system, right? So they want to apply like an overlay form before they let you in, things like that. I can understand why they would want that granularity of a JavaScript or an embed per course as opposed to the whole university. I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I figured I'd ask.
No, understood. I think we'll give it more flexibilities. We'll add more flexibilities to the reviews. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. And then I know we had Donald Chan who was asking about certifications too. How is that in the long term? Like certification is going to be helpful for those people who aren't aware, right? And by the way, Mohammed, yes, I totally agree with you. Well, again, you can use your own widget, right? It's going to be totally up to you. Now, if you want to be able to take the contents of your, let's say, the university, you'll have your own widget from Acadle, and that widget you can use on third-party services or third-party websites. You can use that externally outside of Acadle too.
We have
There
more
you
and
go.
more widgets coming actually. So this is what we have right now is a single widget. We're going to give you more widget where you can place it inside a blog. You can place it inside a pop-up. You can place it inside a sign-up page. So it plans to bring more and more pop-ups and designs, which is neatly designed, so you can plug it into any applications that you use. Let's say if you have a WordPress site, you can have a small widget within your blog, probably showing a list of the courses that belong to the academy. So we have plans to bring more, widgets, of course, and we also have plans to bring more, options for you to choose the visibility, content, etc.
So, do you mind if we talk about or elaborate on what kind of future embeds they could look forward to, or the type of functionality that embeds will have?
I think rather I'll have a couple of designs presented in a in an upcoming webinar.
Okay. There you go. So Sarai looks like she wants to come on. I put the comments there for you down. Sarai, it's in the stream there for you, for the invite. And Sarai, I think we'll have you be our last guest. Anyone who wants to come on, we're going to go ahead and give you guys some giveaways for extra students and extra admins, like assistants, extra teachers, etc., etc. We'll give her a second before she comes in.
Sure.
And I will highlight that up on screen. There we go. Guys, don't forget your suggestions. It'll go ahead and just drop it right there at acadle.frill.co, so that way you can suggest and vote on. So that way you can suggest and vote on your. Sarai says she doesn't see it. Well, it's on the screen too. Let me see if I can put it up on screen again. There you go. Andrew. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Nizam, do you have time for one more call, or do you want to go ahead and call it a day?
We'll have one more call.
Sure. Yep. Look, Sarai, even Andrew's telling you to chop chop. Yeah. All right. In the meantime, Peter Jensen says, "Are we able to change the academy name at any time?" It looks like you're referring to a subdomain.
No, I understood. So yeah, we can change. Right now, we are getting the request as a support ticket if you want to change the name. I think till now I got maybe around 3 to 4 requests. So if it is actually coming as a feature request, we will definitely add it as an option for you to change the academy name. But if you want to change it now, you can raise a ticket to support@acadle.com and our technical team will take care of it.
There you go. Anna, you should come join us on screen. I haven't talked to Anna. I had a good call with her a few months back. Hi, how is it the best to use Acadle for events? Can each course and each lesson, can they be used to turn into booths or meeting rooms, et cetera, et cetera? That's an interesting use case. I really like that, associating that to events. I really like that.
Another best use case is, let's say if you're running a workshop, if you're running an event, the individual segments of this event can be recorded and make it available for the participants to refer in future. So the best part here is when you're done with a workshop, when you're done with an event, you're giving them a content to actually get hooked to, and you will be able to upsell or talk about your future events or if something coming new, etc., etc. So you can have an academy for individual events and give them access, and they will be staying with you for a long time, and that becomes your communication channel for updating about your upcoming events, or maybe that even be a collaboration platform, etc., for that. So that can be one good use case that you can think about in terms of the events, basically.
There you go. Perfect. Anna, I love that use case. I want to expand on that further off the call too, because I want to see what did you have in mind, and maybe I can think of a reverse hack for it. That's number one, right? Like, let's say you had multiple public rooms associated to a public university, or public lessons that were associated to university. That kind of makes sense. So that's number one. Number two, Sarai's on. Sarai, when you're good, go ahead and give me the thumbs up, and we'll put you on camera. You good to go? Okay, let's go ahead and bring her on. And
I
there
don't
we
know
go.
how I look right here, but hi guys.
Perfect. That was excellent. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I am not professional this morning.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was looking better last week.
You're looking great. You're looking fine. Thank you for joining us today.
Great.
I just wanted to hop on right quick and say that I am loving the platform. Nobody else right now is giving you white label like that in multiple brands, and I just think that is the big thing that people is they're not really sleeping on it because there's a lot of great feedback, but there might be a couple people still sleeping on it.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that means a lot to us. Thank you so much, and I'm seeing that you're supporting a lot, engaging with us. So look forward to all your support in future also.
Yeah, and I love the new announcement feature.
Oh, great!
It is
Right.
awesome.
Right.
Everybody, I don't know if anybody is looking, but do you guys remember Beamer? Matter of fact, I missed that. Missed that. That was a gem that because I was just coming in on the LTD community when that came out, and I missed it. I didn't really know what it was. That's what that announcement feature reminds me of. It's awesome.
And we'll be having more. So because this is coming inside your academy, think about your creating some announcements. This should be automatically announced after 2 days of a registration, or let's say that once he completes a particular course, okay, announced this automatically. So think about more possibilities like that. That's what we're trying to dream. So giving you more options, So that will be something that will be great. So
and I just want to reiterate one thing. A lot of people is comparing it to a lot of the other LMS platforms and different stuff like that. I play with Teachable, that's the leading one, and different stuff like that. But sometimes that can be overkill for newcomers. Like you were saying, a lot of the academies that you may build up brands, they may not just need all of that. They're just starting out. They're trying to. In my circle, what I'm going to be trying to gear towards people who wants to create an extra stream of income from their field, from their expertise, and they may have never gave a class or maybe never taught before, and they're just starting out. So starting something with some of those other platforms is like really overkill. I love the simplicity of this.
Thank you so much.
And it just allows people to create a nice, clean course, easy, and get right to it, up and running real quick. And that's what I love about it. Now, the only thing that would be better for me to make this complete is to have a landing page system or something like that. Only because then you got to realize that a lot of people that is not, going to be building big platforms and stuff like that, they also may not have websites.
So that's true. That's
true. This request a lot. Actually, I'm really going to consider this. Sorry, I think we'll have it. We'll build something.
I'm cool with waiting. That's like the only thing missing for me to have the perfect platform, because then I can pitch it to people, or I can build a circle. I'm trying to build maybe a circle of local, so we can have like our own little local Udemy or something like that. And if they don't have to have a website, and they can put their information on a landing page to be able to sell those different courses and load people in, then that's just perfect.
And another thing, just wanted to highlight here, another thing which we are going to publish soon is that we are going to give you a university like if you have a public or a paid academy, you can publish your academy to this university, and this is like a marketplace for
yes, 100%, 100%, yes.
It's already in the background. It's coming up. So
that would be great.
Yeah, so we'll help you to also promote your academies for marketplace.
I have one question before I get off. I noticed the announcement features, and even like with the integrations of your chat bots and different stuff like that, it say you can either have it inside of your academy or on your sign up page or both. Is it possible for us to have different ones on different courses in different parts of the academy, or is it just like that whatever we choose have to go through the whole academy choice? Did that make sense?
I'll show you one. One sec.
And by the way, Peter, I do see your question. You'll be the last question for our live stream as soon as we're done
Yeah,
with
I'm
Soray's
logging
question.
into a dummy account now.
Sure. Let me go ahead and share your screen. There you go.
You have my screen. Do you share this?
Yep. You're up.
Yeah, so this on the right side. You can see this is available only on my login page, not on my academy. This is a sample chat widget. This is number one. Please make a note of this. Number two is if I go to the login page, sorry, the landing page, I basically have nothing. If you want something to be here, you can very much do that. Another thing is if I go inside a course and you see this page, I want you to make a difference. I mean, not a difference here. On the right side, you can see a feedback. And this feedback will be available only on this lesson. If I go to the other lesson, you'll not be able to see that feedback on the right side. So if I want to put widgets inside only a particular lesson, so you see this, the moment I come here, I have a feedback here.
Okay.
So you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, I just probably have to get with you to see how to specifically do that. I'm not the techie with the code. But
I'll help you. I'll create a video and share with you. No problem.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
that'll be helpful. And Sarai, I want you to stay on for this question. So Peter Jensen had asked, and by the way, we're going to say bye now after this. Peter Jensen asked, with the agency account, are you able to have a C name for each academy? And
Yeah,
Sarai, you and I.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So, Peter, I hope that helps answers your question. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Nizam, thank you for taking the time to pull over and spend some time with us. Sarai, thank you for coming on camera. And I'm glad that we're able to get the little family together, and we'll start doing this on a weekly basis, even if it's to talk a little things about things and features that you'd like to see tweaked or fixed or updated. Even if it's 5-10 minutes a week, we're going to do the same thing that we're doing now every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, guys.
I'm totally excited, and it's integrated with my favorite cart system, Plug and Paid. I had to say it. I'm sorry, but I love it. I'm excited.
Wonderful. Have a nice weekend, Sarai, and everyone. Have a good weekend. Enjoy, bros. Talk to you soon.
Take care, guys.
Have a good day. Good night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.